Hello, my dear children of 10th standard. Now, in this video, we are going to study a chapter from your first flight book. The name of the chapter is chapter number 5, The 100 Dresses, part 1, written by L. Bosser. Now, The 100 Dresses is a story based on the true experiences of the author, L. Bosser Esther, about a girl named Wanda Petronsky who is teased by her classmates. So, before going on to the chapter, I will give you short introduction about the author. So, L. Bosser Esther, also known as Eleanor Estates, took birth on 9th May 1906, was an American children's author and a children librarian. She is known for her children's stories. The 100 Dresses is one of her famous writing. She received various awards for her writing. She died on 15th July 1988. So, The 100 Dresses is a story based on the true experience of the author L. Bosser Esther about a girl who is teased by her classmates. The girl Wanda Petronsky becomes the target of her friends' jokes because of her funny Polish name. She always wears the same faded blue dress to school every day, but always boasts of having 100 dresses at home. The story is also about the realization which people from mainstream society make about other different people with similar potential and emotions. Now, in the box, it is given that how the Polish immigrated to America, means how different in Europe different countries came and settled to America. So it is written that in 1608 people immigrated. Now what is the meaning of immigration? So immigration means to leave one's country and settle to another country permanently. So in 1608, people immigrated to America, but large people waved in early 20th century to America. Means in early 20th century, large people immigrated to US. At that time, Polish state did not exist. So there was no country named Poland. So those who come from Russia, known as Russian Poles, those who come from Germany, known as German Poles, those who come from Austria, known as Austrian Poles. So, the maximum number of Poles migrated to American city Chicago. So, because of that, Chicago is the second largest city in the world after the Warsaw. Warsaw is the capital of America. So the immigrants were discriminated by American, like Irish, Italians, Jewish. They belong to different regions. According to Census 2000, huge population in America, around 6,67,414 were speaking Polish. 4% people were speaking languages other than English, and 0.25% of US population were speaking languages other than English. So in the box the information is given that how people from different regions they migrated to US and they settled there. So now let us begin the story. So it was Monday. Wanda was absent, but nobody noticed in the class. She did not have too many friends in the class because she was very shy and quiet girl. Now Wanda Petronsky sat in the seat next to the last seat in the last row, room number 13. Only rough boys, mischievous boys who did not get good marks sat there. It was this corner where there was most scuffing of feet, means most noise, roars of laughter when anything funny was said. So it was also the corner where one could find most mud and dirt on the floor. Now nobody knew why she chose to sit in the last row. Perhaps she came from place Boggins Height. It was the place where poor immigrants lived. Immigrants means to leave one's country and settle down to another country. Now her feet were usually covered with dry mud. Nobody really thought much about Wanda when she was in the class. Today she was not in her seat, but no one noticed her absence. Her schoolmates thought of Wanda only when she was outside. Only outside the school they waited for Wanda to have fun with her. After 2 days, Peggy and Maddie noticed that Wanda was not there in the class. Now, Peggy and Maddie were close friends. Peggy was the most popular girl in the school. She was pretty and intelligent. Maddie, her friend, was a poor girl. They always teased Wanda. They stayed after the school to mock Wanda, but they noticed that she was absent. Now, her schoolmates thought of Wanda only when she was outside. Now, Wanda Petrons a strange name for the children in room number 13. They did not have names like that. They had names easy to see, like Thomas, Smith, or Ellen. Wanda did not have friends. She came to school alone and went home alone. She always wore a faded blue dress. It was clean but never ironed properly. Now, Peggy would always try to make fun of Wanda in a most courteous manner, means most polite manner. She would ask, "How many dresses did you say you had hanging up in your closet, means in your cupboard?" So Wanda would answer 100. Then Peggy would ask in a teasing but polite manner, "All silk, I bet," means all silk, I'm sure. Wanda would reply that they were all silk and of all colors. Then, only then, before Wanda had gone very far, all the girls would burst into shrieks and peals of laughter. Means all the girls start laughing, start making fun. The only dress Wanda wore was a blue one. What a story, they would say, meaning that she was telling a lie. They would again ask Wanda teasingly, "How many shoes?" Wanda would reply, 60 pairs. Now, Peggy was the most popular girl of the school. Peggy was pretty and she was not cruel. She never behaved cruelly with anyone, not even with animals. If somebody asked her, she always said that Wanda was not an ordinary person, but wanted her to describe the 100 dresses. Now, Maddie was not like Peggy. She did not like this business of asking Wanda how many dresses, shoes, and hats she had. Maddie was poor herself. She often wore old clothes, usually given by someone else. She felt embarrassed when Peggy questioned Wanda in a mocking, polite voice. She wished Peggy would stop teasing. Wanda Petronsky, she pictured herself in the schoolyard and a new target of Peggy and the girls. Peggy might ask her where she got the dress that she had on. Maddie would have to say it was one of Peggy's old dresses that she was wearing. So, Maddie, one day she decided to write a note to Peggy, asking her not to tease Wanda anymore. Later, she tore it up, thinking that she might be angry with her and would tease her. She thought about Wanda's discomfort. She thought about how Wanda had described her blue and green velvet dress with each little detail, and her thoughts got diverted to upcoming drawing contest. Now, next day it was drizzling, and Peggy and Maddie did not want to be late, so they did not wait for Wanda to tease her. Now, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest. For girls, this contest consisted of designing dresses, and for boys, to design a motorboat. Now, Peggy was the favorite as she drew better than anyone else in the room. Everybody thought that Peggy would win the prize. When they entered the classroom, they found there were drawings all over the room. There must have been 100 of them. Now, they found there were drawings all over the room. They were all lined up. Now, Miss Mason announced the winners. So, Jack Bagels was the winner of the boys, and she told them that the girl who drew 100 designs, all different and in beautiful colors, she declared that Wanda Petronsky was the winners of the girls' medal. Now, Wanda had been absent from school for some days and was not there to receive the prize. So, Miss Mason asked the children to file around the room quietly and look at Wanda's beautiful drawings. Peggy and Maddie noticed that particularly two blue and green dresses, which Wanda used to talk about, were displayed there. So, this was the summary of the chapter number 5, the 100 dresses, part 1. In next video, we'll cover part 2 of this story, that is chapter number 6. Thank you.